Ever wondered what it's like to have a garage so big it's actually a hangar? And instead of collecting sports cars, you collect fighter jets? What if your daily commute wasn't in an Uber, but in a multi-million-dollar Gulfstream that you fly yourself? For most of us, that's the stuff of video games. For Tom Cruise, it's just another Tuesday. Let's pull back the hangar doors on a collection that makes billionaires blush and air traffic controllers ask for autographs. The Flying 5-Star Hotel, Gulfstream IV-SP. Alright, let's start with the crown jewel of his aerial fleet, the Gulfstream IV, or as I like to call it, the I've Made It Mobile. Specifically, he owns a G4SP, where SP stands for Special Performance. This isn't just a plane, it's a flying 5-star hotel suite that has become a timeless icon of corporate and celebrity travel. When you have a net worth that rivals the GDP of a small country, you don't just fly, you glide across continents in a cocoon of handcrafted luxury. The jet set him back a cool $36 million. And that's just the sticker price. We'll get to the horrifyingly expensive upkeep later. The G4SP was a game changer when it was introduced, setting a new standard for range and performance. It can rocket up to a ceiling of 45,000 feet, flying high above commercial traffic and turbulent weather, and has a range of nearly 5,000 miles. That's Los Angeles to London, non-stop. This machine can carry up to 19 of his closest friends or his entire entourage in ultimate comfort. Inside, it's exactly what you'd picture. We're talking plush, hand-stitched leather seats that probably cost more than my car, a state-of-the-art entertainment system for catching up on his own movies, and a gourmet kitchen. Yes, a kitchen. Not a glorified microwave cart, but a proper kitchen where a private chef can whip up whatever your A-list heart desires. And because privacy is the ultimate luxury for someone like Cruise, the jet is decked out with a private bedroom and advanced soundproofing. It creates a serene, library-quiet environment, even when the two Rolls-Royce Tay turbofan engines are screaming through the sky. It's the perfect sanctuary for him to go over scripts, take a nap, or just silently judge the commercial airliners flying thousands of feet below. This isn't just transportation, it's a statement piece that screams, "My time is too valuable for TSA lines." The Weekend War Machine, P-51 Mustang. Now, if the Gulfstream is for business, his other prized possession is purely for passion, and it's a whole different breed of beast. While other rich guys are buying yachts or another mansion, Tom Cruise dropped an estimated $4 million on a piece of history, a World War II era P-51 Mustang. This isn't some replica, it's the real deal. This aircraft was arguably the most decisive weapon in the European Air War, a long-range escort fighter that could protect Allied bombers all the way to Berlin and back. It was the plane that broke the back of the Luftwaffe. He didn't just buy it to sit in a museum either. Tom, being the adrenaline junkie we all know and love, is a licensed pilot who regularly takes this warbird out for a spin. He even had it custom painted in silver with his own personal markings. He named the plane Kiss Me Kate, a very public and sweet nod to his then wife Katie Holmes, whom he married in 2006. A little awkward now maybe, but the name remains a part of the plane's modern history. Flying this thing is no joke. The P-51 is a tail dragger, meaning it has a tail wheel instead of a nose wheel, which makes it notoriously difficult to handle on the ground. It requires specialized training and intense concentration during takeoff and landing to avoid a dangerous ground loop. This single-seater fighter is powered by a massive Rolls-Royce Merlin V12 engine, and the sound it makes is legendary, a guttural deep roar that gives aviation enthusiasts goosebumps. It can still hit speeds of over 430 miles per hour, offering a raw, visceral flying experience that's the complete opposite of the Gulfstream's insulated luxury. This plane is a direct line to his role in Top Gun, a tangible connection to the daredevil spirit that defines his career. The pilot's seat is always taken. Here's where Tom Cruise really separates himself from the rest of the private jet-owning crowd. Most celebrities own a jet, very few actually fly them. He earned his pilot's license way back in 1994 and has been collecting ratings and certifications like they're Pokemon cards ever since. This isn't just about having a basic license to fly a single-engine Cessna. He holds a commercial pilot certificate with multi-engine and instrument ratings. Let's break that down. The instrument rating means he's qualified to fly in bad weather and low visibility, navigating solely by reference to the instruments in the cockpit. It's a notoriously difficult rating to achieve, requiring immense precision and knowledge. The multi-engine rating clears him to fly planes with more than one engine, like his Gulfstream. On top of that, to fly something as complex as a G4, you need a specific type rating, which is an intense aircraft-specific training course and exam that can cost tens of thousands of dollars. He's done it for multiple aircraft. This dedication was on full display in Top Gun: Maverick. He didn't just act in it, he was the film's unofficial aviation coordinator. He designed a unique, months-long training program for his co-stars to ensure they could handle the intense G-forces and look convincing in the cockpit. While he wasn't allowed to fly the FA-18 Super Hornet for insurance reasons, he flew several other aircraft in the film, including his own P-51 Mustang in that touching final scene with Jennifer Connelly. He doesn't just act the part, he lives it, studies it, and masters it. The A-List Aviators Club. Tom isn't alone in the skies. There's a small, exclusive club of Hollywood stars with a serious passion for flight, but they all have their own distinct style. First, you have John Travolta, the undisputed king of celebrity aviators. Travolta is less of a pilot and more of a one-man airline. He's type-rated in an incredible number of aircraft, including jumbo jets like the Boeing 707 and even the massive 747. He's so obsessed, he built his home in a private aviation community in Florida with a 7,500-foot runway leading directly to his front door. His style is airline captain, methodical, professional, and on a grand scale. He loves the procedure and the complexity of big commercial airliners. Then there's Harrison Ford, the rugged adventurer. Much like his on-screen personas, Ford's aviation style is more about utility and exploration. He flies everything from helicopters to a beautiful de Havilland Canada DHC-2 Beaver, a classic bush plane. He's also a dedicated volunteer, using his piloting skills for search and rescue operations near his Wyoming home. He's had a few well-publicized incidents, which highlights the inherent risks of flying, but his passion is for the freedom and service that aviation can provide. And you can't forget Morgan Freeman, who proves it's never too late to chase your dreams. He earned his pilot's license at the age of 65. He owns several jets, including a long-range Cyberjet SJ-30, and has flown himself across the Atlantic. His journey into aviation is more about personal fulfillment. So where does Cruise fit in? He's the fighter jock, the daredevil. His collection, centered around a state-of-the-art business jet and a legendary warbird, reflects his persona perfectly. Precision and performance on one hand, adrenaline and history on the other. The practical fleet, HondaJet and Challenger 300. While the G4 and the P-51 get all the headlines, a true enthusiast knows you need the right tool for the right job. Tom's collection also includes a HondaJet Elite. This jet is an engineering marvel, famous for its innovative over-the-wing engine mount design. Placing the engines over the wings reduces drag, making it faster and more fuel efficient than its competitors. It also means the cabin is significantly quieter and has more space, since the engine mounting hardware doesn't intrude into the fuselage. It's the perfect high-tech jet for shorter hops, like getting from LA to a meeting in Vegas, offering speed and discretion. Reports have also linked him to a Bombardier Challenger 300, a super mid-sized jet that slots in perfectly between the smaller HondaJet and the massive Gulfstream. The Challenger 300 is the undisputed champion of its class, a true coast-to-coast aircraft that can fly non-stop between any 2 points in the continental US. It's the reliable, luxurious workhorse of the private aviation world. Having this diverse fleet gives him unparalleled flexibility. It's a collection built by a true pilot who understands the mission dictates the aircraft, not just a celebrity buying the biggest, flashiest toy. The sky-high cost of freedom. So what does it cost to maintain this fleet of flying metal? The numbers are genuinely hard to comprehend. As we mentioned, the Gulfstream IV was a $36 million purchase, but the real financial drain is the annual maintenance. For a jet of this size, you're looking at anywhere from $2 million to $4 million per year. That covers engine overhauls, avionics updates, hangar fees, insurance that costs more than a house, and paying for a full-time crew even when the plane is just sitting there. Fuel alone costs thousands of dollars per hour. Then there's the P-51 Mustang. While the initial $4 million price tag is less than the G4, maintaining a vintage warbird is a specialized and incredibly expensive endeavor. You can't just find parts for a 1940s fighter plane. They are rare, often have to be custom fabricated, and require mechanics with a very specific and very expensive skill set. Every single hour of flight time on that Merlin engine requires hours of meticulous maintenance. All in, keeping his planes airworthy is a multi-million-dollar annual commitment. It's a level of spending where the maintenance budget alone is more than most people will earn in several lifetimes. The ultimate power move. At the end of the day, this collection of aircraft isn't just about luxury or a passion for flying. It's about control. It's about absolute unrestricted freedom. Owning a fleet of private jets means Tom Cruise operates on his own schedule, in his own universe. He is not at the mercy of commercial airline routes or timetables. If he needs to be in London for a fitting in the morning and back in Los Angeles for a production meeting in the evening, he can do it. This ability to be anywhere in the world at a moment's notice is a superpower in Hollywood. It allows him to manage his incredibly demanding schedule as both a blockbuster actor and a hands-on producer with maximum efficiency. He can avoid the chaos of public airports, ensuring his privacy and security. He can turn his travel time into productive work time or much-needed rest in his own private suite. For someone at his level, time is the most valuable commodity, and his jets are the ultimate time-saving, power-multiplying machines. It's a lifestyle where the world truly is his oyster, and he has the wings to get to any part of it he chooses, with him at the controls. It's Tom Cruise's world, and he's just flying through it.